Okay, my next film is, probably no surprise really, It's a Wonderful Life. That's where this picture comes from.
Is that right?
Yeah, did you know that?
Was it a black and white film?
Yeah, it was like 1944 maybe.
I've not seen it, but maybe I ought to see it.
Well, maybe you ought to. It's an absolute classic. It's one of those films that, I mean, it's seen now as a Christmas film, but it's only the end of the film that's based around Christmas time. And also, it's a bit of a flop at the time, but it's just the ultimate feel-good movie. It's quite a long film, quite, you know, but I think that pays dividends because it's a good build-up towards the end. Merry Christmas, everyone! That's my James Stewart impression. Do your James Stewart impression.
James who?
Have you ever heard of James Stewart?
Yeah, but I've not seen any of his films. I've not seen that film anyway.
Right, well, that's my number 2 film.
And I have, as my choice of film, Terminator 2. Now, the reason why I like this film so much is because it's not meant to be a comedy, but...
Well, it's not a comedy, is it?
No, but when I was watching it, the chase kind of at the start of the film, I could not stop laughing, and I think it was
because... What, when he's in the lorry and there's the motorbike and stuff?
Because Arnie was chasing them on the bike.
Arnie, do you mean Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah. Any Arnold fans call him Arnie. And I'm an Arnie fan.
I'm a friend of Sarah
It was
Connor.
his expression. That was what was making me laugh. When he was coming up to different situations which were difficult, he had no expression, which was correct because he was a robot. He shouldn't have had an expression.
Right.
And that's like what he is
then.
in most of his films. He's got no expression. But that's why he played a robot film so well. Because he's no good at acting. And it was when he was like, I remember when he came up against a fence that was locked and he just looked at it, he had no expression, just got the gun out and just shot the bolt off, the padlock off and went through it. That was one situation.
And because of that it's your favourite film?
No, and all the other scenes on the chase where he was on his bike and he just ride out into all the traffic, causing lots of crashes, and have no expression because he wasn't concerned about it. And I just found that funny. Throughout that whole chase scene, I was just laughing all the way through it, and it wasn't even a comedy.
Did that irritate the people sat next to you in the cinema?
No, because it was noisy. They couldn't hear me laughing.
Right, viewers, I don't think it'll be any surprise to any of you that my top favourite film of all time is the ESB, The Empire Strikes Back. I mean, what can you say about The Empire Strikes Back?
Exactly. What can you say about
Well,
it?
you probably can't say anything. I doubt you've even seen The Empire Strikes Back. Without a doubt, the best film of the whole trilogy, both trilogies. The absolute perfect mix of action and, I was going to say romance. I wasn't really too fussed about the romance when I was 10. But even in hindsight, I can see that it's just an all-round, it had all the key ingredients, you know. It broke with tradition. It started off with, actually this is all a bit serious, isn't it? Who wants to hear me do a proper review of The Empire Strikes Back? Suffice to say, viewers, The Empire Strikes Back is the best film of all time, and that's a fact, not an opinion.
Oh, is it?
It is a fact.
Actually, I'm not sure if I've seen that.
Really? It's not too late, we could watch that tonight instead of
Nah.
Escape from New York.
Is that the one where Chewbacca and Han Solo were in a bar full of creatures?
No, that's Star Wars.
Oh, right. No, never mind. Right. The Green Mile.
You certainly like your prison films, don't you?
Tom Hanks, very good. Such a simple plot, just based in a prison. You know,
So,
a man wrongly convicted that has powers, the power to heal. That's a great storyline.
Such a simple plot. You've got a bloke in prison who's got the power to heal, a little mouse that can live forever, a man wrongly accused, Tom Hanks living forever. And you call that a simple plot?
Yeah. Well, simple as in not very many scenes. The whole scene was based in the prison, apart from the bits that were based out of the prison.
So apart from the bits outside, it was all inside.
Yeah, but even the bits outside the prison, where it's sort of just like a house and then another house, there was no special effects, apart from when he was healing and he had to make the light come on. I mean,
So
that
you
was
came
a
out of the
great
cinema.
film.
You came out of the cinema and you just thought to yourself, "Wow, that was amazing. That was all in the prison, apart from the bits."
I'll
that
tell
were
you
outside."
what made that a good film was that every actor played their part well.
Yeah,
Yep, there wasn't one bad bit of acting there.
even the mouse.
Forget the mouse. Any mouse could have done that bit.
Right,
But it was very good, yeah.
Just out of interest, right? Did you shed a tear at the end? It was a little bit sad, I thought. Or do you never cry? Actually, it's interesting. Do you ever cry? Have you ever cried whilst watching a film?
Yeah, but if I'm alone whilst watching it, then it's no problem. But if I'm there with some other people, then I have to try and hide it.
Do you like lean your head back like that and just try and keep the tears back? What are you doing, Andy? Nothing.
Yeah.
Just looking at the ceiling.
Yeah, I just have to blink fast to try and dry them up. That's all.
So, honestly, you do shed a tear by yourself if you watch a film?
If it is sad enough.
Did you cry at the Green Mile?
I suppose I did water up a little bit at the Green Mile, but that's not a problem. It was a very moving film. Did you?
Yeah, I did a little bit.
Ah, right, yeah.